Brain Brawn Battle in the Swamp. We have some new title changes, and there was some shenanigans surrounding the WWE Championship.
This is what had happened at my horror show Extreme Rules.
At my horror show?
At my horror show. Play the music.
What's really good, guys? It's your boy Spider-Menace, aka D-Man. Your man. I'm sitting here with my system, but day one, the one who holds it down for me, my co-host Daria. Say what's up, Daria.
What's up, Daria?
And welcome to our pay-per-view review recap show. All that good stuff. We have ourselves the results for you for what happened at WWE's Extreme Rules, the horror show at Extreme Rules. Before we get started, yes, I got you.
Okay,
I got you. But before we get started, y'all know the drill. If y'all like to see the channel continue to grow and thrive and you want to help us get to 1,000, please make sure to subscribe to us. Hit the bell icon because we got videos for you every daggone day, ranging from wrestling to video games to movies to music to whatever we have that comes to mind. Also, make sure to comment down below because we do like to hear from you, our Kaiju faithful, and like any of the content that you do enjoy. Now, let's get it going. The horror show at Extreme Rules, a pay-per-view which I was not expecting to be in any way, shape, or form good because a lot of these pay-per-views that WWE is putting on lately have been a little
Yeah, well, I said during the predictions that I wasn't
super
really
excited
thrilled.
and stoked for this
wasn't.
particular pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But we ended up being pleasantly surprised about a few things because we had some titles change hands, and instead of just having this be the status quo continuing on for the next potentially 4 to 5 weeks up until we get to the next pay-per-view, which is going to be SummerSlam, we had some changes to the landscape of the world in WWE, and we might as well jump ahead and go ahead and get started. First of all, we'd like to start by talking about the tag team titles, the Smackdown tag team titles, the New Day versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura finally gets himself a tag team championship. The only thing he's missing out on is
an actual championship.
A world title. And I still say to this day that they dropped the ball on that AJ Nakamura feud because he should have been done, had big gold around his waist.
Yeah.
But here he is with Cesaro getting a tag team championship in a very damn good match, a tables match between them and the New Day. Some incredible spots on this. But the thing that you really want to see is the finish, because the unwritten rule in wrestling that is not really a rule, but is kind of sort of a rule, more like, an adage, so to speak. If you put the tables up, you're going through them. And the New Day put up those little double tables, and I didn't know what they were going to do with them. They kept teasing it.
Yeah, but they went straight through.
Cesaro power bombs Kofi through both tables.
Yeah.
Through both tables, and I thought, oh boy, was dead.
He was dead.
Yeah, because Jesus, that spot had us hyped, and that was the perfect way to start off the evening with the little tag team championship. But some new news: apparently, Apollo Crews is suffering from a herniated disc. He was not able to defend his title, and y'all know what happens
when you aren't. Unfortunate.
Yep, you know what happens when you're not able to defend your title. You have to relinquish it. So MVP now has that spiffy new United States Championship belt. I still love that belt. The only problem that I have with this is I know that it's regrettable that you have an injury and you can't have the match that you have planned to go on. But if you're going to have MVP pulling up all the stops to getting everybody else's business, from Ricochet, Cedric, R-Truth even, and you have Bobby Lashley right there, instead of just having a blank coronation, at least have some kind of confrontation so you can move forward from that.
That was a missed opportunity. I think since you're sowing the seeds between Cedric and Ricochet, you could have continued that and had them come out. It would have made it better. I mean, MVP still could have won the belt, but you could have sowed those seeds.
Yeah,
because you could have at least had Bobby Lashley do some offhanded shit that you're like, damn.
Like he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got Bobby Lashley getting some momentum going.
Yeah.
He's got some momentum going. But instead, like, he's just walking out like, hey, Apollo Crews can't fight. I guess I'm the champion now. Let me rip the belt off and have it tied around my waist and nothing. But it does look good around his waist. I was just hoping that they would have something planned, like a contingency plan.
Maybe
for
tonight
that.
they will.
I they have to. You know they have to.
Yeah.
But tonight on Monday Night Raw, we'll see what they have going forward for that. We follow that up with Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio, which was a good match.
It was
a horrible premise and a horrible stipulation. That's the biggest issue here, because the match, they have some great chemistry right here.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins actually put on a really good match.
Yes.
But the problem is when you paint yourself into a corner where somebody has to lose an eye, instead of just going, hey, it's going to be a no-holds-barred match where the eye is secondary to the whole, feud in and of itself, so it's not centered around somebody trying to do eye damage, which, had us cringing in our Discord call.
Yeah. Very much.
You have a better match, but instead it's like you have some good in-ring chemistry, some good stories, some good ring psychology going on between these two, only to have it interrupted whenever somebody had to go, oh wait, I'm supposed to gouge out your eye. Oh wait, I'm supposed to gouge out your eye.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to gouge out your eye. Instead of it being like, hey, I just want to beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
And I might try to steal your eye.
Yeah.
And it's a distinction with a difference. It's a very small difference, but like it still is a big difference. The match ended the way that we didn't expect, a little bit, because I think I said Rey was going to win.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah,
we said one of two things was going to happen. Rey Mysterio was going to win, or Seth was going to win on a technicality bullshit.
Yeah. Because I don't think Rey technically lost his eye, but the ref just called it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, because Rey ends up getting his face smashed in, and again, didn't need to see it.
We also didn't need to see Seth blowing chunks
outside the ring.
Thanks, WWE. That was fantastic. By the way, and by the way, Pete's. We are in the middle of some shit, so
we don't need you to blow. We need the little amount of bodily fluids as
being
possible
exchanged
during these tournaments.
So Seth blowing chunks, you kind of could have did without. And they were beige chunks.
Okay, now.
Sorry.
Jeez. We follow that up with the biggest story of the night so far is going to be the fact that we have a monopolization of all the women's titles on the main roster.
Yeah.
Bayley, Dose Straps, and Sasha.
Dose Straps.
Or
technically.
Diz Straps, since they want to go in different languages.
Yeah.
Dawson did. Because Bayley against Nikki Cross, they have, again, some great chemistry. I absolutely adored this match. This is one of the best Bayley heel matches that I've seen. One of the best Nikki Cross matches I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredibly fun and entertaining, but we end up with Bayley taking out Nikki Cross.
Okay, and Bayley cheated. That's how she retained.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Please
run us down.
Yeah, so the match starts off. It goes really well. You got Nikki and Bayley beating the absolute shit, which was fucking awesome. I was waiting for blood. I didn't get it. That's okay. I'll let that pass. But then, what made it awesome was you had Sasha on the outside. Mm-hmm. You also have Alexa, but you have Sasha on the outside, who gives Bayley her ring, her legit boss ring. Mm-hmm. And then she's able to punch Nikki in the gut. The ref doesn't see. And there you go.
The ref is going to be the biggest issue with both of these
matches.
Because after Bayley retains her title, Sasha Banks is vying for Asuka's title. Again, another great match.
Yeah.
Asuka, one of her best matches on the main.
I would have to say Sasha too.
Oh yes, indeed, because she was throwing Sasha around towards the end of the match like a ragdoll with those Germans. I'm sitting here like, stop it! You're gonna kill old girl.
Again, looking for blood. I'll let it pass.
Instead, what we got was missed. A missed opportunity.
Yeah, we got a missed opportunity because Asuka. One of her moves is blowing green mist to blind you.
Again, we're in these current events. Don't be spitting in people's faces. It's nasty.
Well, that's a pass. That's a pass. You can do that.
No.
That's a pass.
No.
Anyways, the green mist went to the referee, blinding him. Mm-hmm. So now he's blinded, which gave Sasha the opportunity to regain her defense. And because And because the ref is blindsided, Bayley, because I guess it's a thing now, decided to be referees, and she put on a referee shirt. I have no idea what's happening at this point. I'm just like, I didn't know that was a thing. I guess Bayley has made it a thing. So Bayley counted Asuka out, 1, 2, 3, and Sasha got the title. Not sure if that is
technically
legit.
got the title.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm pretty sure that this is not going to hold up, but it is some good storytelling.
It's very good storytelling.
Because it doesn't make Asuka look bad in any way, shape, or form.
It didn't make Sasha look bad either.
It didn't make anybody look bad.
No.
Like Sasha's walking around with a title, but is she walking around with the title legitimately? We're going to be finding that out. It's one of those weird things where, like, we may have gone past the days of general managers and authority figures and in wrestling, not in wrestling, in WWE in general. But this is one of those things where it would have been perfect to have a general manager or somebody to sort of make sense of the chaos of what just happened. But we're going to have to find that out on Raw. I don't know how they're going to do it. Hopefully they didn't write themselves into a corner, because this is interesting. This makes Asuka look good. This makes Sasha look good. Makes Bayley even look good, because she's sitting here helping her out. Because, like, that's one of the issues. Like, we're always looking for, you know, little bits of dissent being in certain tag teams. Like, we expected it with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It never happened because for some reason their relationship got strengthened during that really bad storyline, the bully storyline with Nia Jax. Now we have Sasha Banks and Bayley. We're waiting for them to finally turn on each other, but instead they're helping each other out. Yeah, so I that may never happen.
I like it too. I hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, I kind of hope it doesn't. I think that storyline has played out. So, like you said, I hope they don't paint themselves in a corner with this title match with Sasha. And I hope they do something with it, and you still have Asuka in for it, because it was taken off of her unfairly.
Yeah, I do love me some stories where somebody unofficially has the title.
Yeah.
Not making their own title, but literally like, I stole the title, it's mine, come get it. And it's really good shit heel work that I was not expecting. Yeah. So kudos to you, WWE, for this one. This is, then we have ourselves the WWE Championship match. And again, a match I was not expecting to be good, turned out to be good, because Dolph finally shows the world how a heel is supposed to make these stipulations in these matches. He basically said, hey, guess what? There's going to be an Extreme Rules match.
That only I can do.
Just for me.
You can't do shit.
You can't use weapons. Can't put me through tables. Can't be counted out. Can't be disqualified. Can't walk up that ramp and frick up on out of here with your title. Because if you do any of that,
I win.
I win, and I win the championship. And the whole time he's sitting here explaining this, is like, oh, it's Extreme Rules, that's whack. Wait. No, that's good.
He was like, oh, that's good. And he was like, oh, yeah, by the way, all of that, I can do.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't. I can stay out of the ring forever.
Just wrestle. You can't. You got 10 counts to get back in the ring.
Yep. Now, the only problem I have with this is not really a problem. It's just more like, let's just go 100%. If you're going to do it, just do it to 1,000. And I was expecting, I'm just saying, like, I was expecting, like, when he got close to a near 10 count, instead of rolling into the ring and expecting Drew not to make the 10 count, why didn't he just stay outside the ring, just like bear hugging him and make sure he didn't try to get in?
Well, yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have worked because Dolph is not strong enough to hold Drew back. But like, it would have been like, really would have helped with the ring psychology, in my opinion. In my opinion.
It would have.
But like, this was still, for the circumstances, a great match. Yeah. For what it was, a great match. Yeah. For what I was expecting it to be, an absolutely great match. You had Dolph flying about the ring, using weapons, kendo sticks, setting up tables, chairs,
using the announcer table,
using everything, and like, there were instances where like Drew damn near got himself caught in bad situations. Like he sets up for a suplex and the table's in position, and he had to twist his hips to make sure he didn't land on it, and he sits up staring at the table like, damn, that's how close I came, because I can't do that. I can't put him through a table. And the whole time I was expecting Dolph to cheat even more. Like, pull an Eddie Guerrero where he like slaps the mat with a chair and throws it into Drew's hands and falls out while the ref isn't looking, so he can go like, you hit him with the chair. Ding, ding, ding. I was expecting something like that towards the finish, but like, this is more one of those situations where it's like, Drew had his issues with Dolph, not because Dolph is a good wrestler, even though he is a good wrestler.
Oh,
in the context of this match, it wasn't because Dolph is just like a good wrestler that has his number. Yeah. It's just he's a smarter guy. He's a slimy heel, and he damn near did it. But of course, the Claymore that he hit him with was a snap.
Jesus Christ, that Claymore!
It snapped. Woo! Jesus Christmas! The way he popped it and he flipped all.
Yeah.
Ooh. But of course, Drew McIntyre regains his title. I don't know what's next for him on the main roster. I hope so. The problem is we have such a small roster, so who's going to be trying to go for his title? It could be Andrade, it could be Bobby Lashley again. Who knows? Because we don't have the big roster that we usually have.
Yeah.
But let's see where it goes from there. And then we finish up the night with the match of it's not even a match, but great cinematic storytelling between Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. A lot of callbacks to the old days of the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt doing a lot of great.
I was like, Bray Wyatt did some psychology shit.
He did some stuff. Braun Strowman set a guy on fire. That happened. That
and Bray Wyatt used Alexa against Braun.
That was a callback.
They were mixed match tag team.
Jesus, that was a callback.
Yeah, I was like, shit.
Because it wasn't technically Alexa, but it was Alexa.
It was, yeah.
It was their sister Abigail.
Yeah.
And Alexa was calling back to him. And if I could recall, that was literally right after he left the Wyatt compound, and he was still trying to figure out who he was. He was still trying to be the monster among men and just beat people up, but not be taken seriously as a champion just yet.
Yeah.
So that was great storytelling. But we end up with some Friday the 13th kind of stuff.
We ended up with some
the
shit. I have no idea. I think Braun might need therapy.
I don't know where he's going to be because
I don't either.
They were sitting at the dock of the bay, waiting time as a sizzle. I don't know what the lyrics are.
Yeah.
But sitting at the dock of the bay, we think that it's over.
Yeah.
The credits roll.
Yeah.
Stop it. WWE and NXT, stop rolling the damn credits because we're sitting here going, it's a sigh of relief. Okay, that was a pretty good match. And then out of nowhere, after the credits roll, Braun Strowman does the... See,
was it Braun or Bray?
It was Braun. Because Braun is leaning over the edge.
I thought it was Bray because Bray came up as a Fiend.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because Bray reached up and pulled Braun into the water.
Oh, yeah.
Because he yanked Braun into the water.
Yeah.
And again, okay, this is not just a wrestling thing. It's a horror movie thing.
Yes.
Be like black people. If you see a guy in the water and you think he dead, if you don't got a gun or something to plug a couple extra holes into him, just freaking leave.
Just leave.
Just leave. Just because he has to chase you, okay? But at least if they're chasing you, they behind you. They ain't gonna just pop up out of nowhere. But you sit here and wait and you look at the reflection, looking for little bubbles or ripples in the water. Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get yanked your ass all the way into the water, and baby, that's what happened.
Okay.
But Braun gets yanked into the water by Bray, but instead of you seeing, because all the bubbles and gurgling, it was Bray. We're sitting here looking in the murky water, and out of nowhere we see the Fiend pop up. The first time we've seen the Fiend in some time, and he's just laughing uncontrollably. And we don't know what this means.
Nope.
And that's good because we got speculation.
And then it goes off, and what does the Fiend say? His magic words? Yes,
let me in.
Let me in.
My bad. He did say let me in. But the Fiend yanks Braun. We don't know what it means for Braun.
We don't.
Does it mean that Braun just got rewritten back to the Wyatt family? Does it mean that Braun is going to be changed the same way that Seth and Balor is going to be?
He's probably going to be changed.
He's probably going to be changed by this, and I would not be surprised.
I would not either.
But there we go. That was what had happened at the horror show.
Extreme Rules.
Let us know what you thought about the pay-per-view if you managed to watch it, or if you're going to be watching it on replay at your own leisure. Are we on base or are we not? Let us know in the comments down below because, again, we like to hear from you, our Kaiju faithful.
You didn't rate the show.
Oh, that's right.
We got to rate the show first before we can say bye.
Oh, yeah, before we say bye. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Daria.
Okay.
Give me your A to F rating.
Okay, so starting out with the show, I was at a D-.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we started off the show with a tag team.
I was at a D-.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I had no expectations.
Okay.
And then shit happens. I went from a D- to a C+. So overall, I would give it a B-.
A B-?
Yeah.
All right. The only two missed opportunities that I didn't like in this match, one was not so much their fault because, injuries happen.
Yeah.
That was the Apollo Crews MVP segment because I was looking so forward to that match, and I was surprised that they didn't have anything else planned for that segment instead of him just like taking the title and leaving.
Yeah.
The other was the stipulation for the Seth Rollins Rey Mysterio match. I didn't like the eye for an eye setup because, again, it kind of paints them into a corner where they have to focus on the eye, and that ruined a lot of the really good spots and the good ring technology that I felt that they had, aside from the whole let me gouge out your eye segments. And because of that, those were the two down sides for this particular pay-per-view, but the highs were surprising. The WWE Championship match, the women's championship matches, they were great. New Day is always solid on the tag team, so I ain't worried about that. WWE has always been pretty good, at least for the past few pay-per-views, with their cinematic segments, so I'm not really worried about that. Those are the pretty decent bars that they set for themselves that they cleared easily. So I give it a good solid B. This is a solid B pay-per-view. Was not expecting it to be a B. I liked what I saw on paper, but I'm at this point with WWE where it's like what you have on paper for the match card may not be what you get.
Okay.
Because they have some bullshit happening here and there. But this was a pretty good pay-per-view. This is a pretty surprisingly good pay-per-view, and I'm actually looking forward to SummerSlam, which is not going to be in front of a crowd, Vince. Just stop it. But there you go.
Well, no, when you have wrestlers blowing chunks outside the ring.
Yeah, why? But anyway, as we said, those are our thoughts on the horror show at Extreme Rules. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And we'll have to catch y'all next time on this here channel after your pay-per-view so we can talk all this wrestling shop talk with you. Also, head on over to patreon.com/HEELKAIJU. I didn't forget. Put it up on the thing. Yes, put it up right there. We head on over to patreon.com/HEELKAIJU where we can give you some updates on potential new shows, new merchandise that we got coming in. Also give you some premium swag here and there. And
Premium swag. Very welcome.
For that, you just broke my train of thought. Thank you.
You left it at premium swag, and we'll catch y'all later. Deuces. That's literally.
Anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Deuces.
Bye.